You know, what do we mean by going into the heart of being? I will just say that you know, you can think of 4 different things that the word heart describes. Basic meaning of the word heart is this physical thing that's beating in our chest, right? It's very simple. It's a physical mechanism. But even there, that is changing now, the understanding of what a heart is. In science, they are actually discovering that there are cells in the heart that are very similar to cells in the brain, so that there's like a little brain in the heart. You know, it has a way of communicating more directly with our subconscious, and it has a way of communicating with our higher brain, or regular brain, I should say, higher physically, higher up. So this is very interesting. You know, this is a physical heart. So even if you don't think of any kind of inner, deeper sense of the heart, just focusing on the physical heart and not focusing all the time on the analytical brain is going to be helpful to people, to us, to you. But of course, the more subtle aspect, meaning of the heart for us here in this kind of practice is the heart chakra. We call that the Anahata chakra, and it's basically the center of compassion, the center of feeling, also the center of a lot of pain. You've all probably felt pain in the heart. But that pain is also the source of a lot of sweetness. There's energy there. So what we are doing when we are working with the chakra, the heart chakra, and doing the double breathing and so on, then we are really working to open that chakra so that whatever is in existence there as a crystallization, as a tension, as ice, can begin to melt and become flow that flows down the front and up the back eventually. So this heart chakra, you know, is very important because it's sort of a connection between the upper part of the chakra system and the lower part. And it's the way we relate to other people around us. We feel from the heart. So those are 2 meanings of the word heart. The third meaning of heart, in English, you say that somebody has a heart, does things with a heart. That means, you know, you're doing things with energy. You are able to focus, and you have a lot of heart. It means you have a lot of energy, a lot of vitality. So when we are talking about that aspect of heart, we are getting into the energy part, which is the, you know, when you're thinking of dynamic stillness, which is the core of being, this is the dynamic part, the dynamic aspect, Shakti. This is what we encounter when we start to feel the flow in ourselves. Often when the heart opens, certainly that happened to me when I started studying with Rudy. In the beginning, I just felt my own tensions, my own crystallized resistance. But I just kept doing the practice and doing the practice. And while we were having open eyes, suddenly the whole system, the heart opened like a million little suns and lights. And it was just really overwhelming experience. The tension that was transformed into energy flow through the connection with him and the lineage. Now, the last meaning of the word heart is the heart of being, you know, the heart of everything. What is the core of everything? What's the essence of everything? Well, the essence, I mean, the different texts describe it as Shiva, as the deeper self, lots of different words for it, but it's basically that pure potential, is that stillness which has all possibilities within it. It's pre-manifestation. There's no thoughts in it. There's no manifestation of things or anything. There's just that pre-mental and pre-manifested state where anything is possible. And you can, in one sense, you can't even say that you experience that, because there's really nothing to experience. But if you can really contact that, there is a sense of recognition. You recognize, it's kind of an aha. Oh, I just am. I'm not this, I don't have to be a man, I'm not a woman, I'm not smart, I'm not dumb, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not this, I'm not anything. I'm nothing. I'm nowhere. I'm nobody. And this is a great, great relief. This is the heart of being, and feeling or recognizing that nothingness, that nowhereness, and so on, makes us realize that we are also everything and everywhere. We are oneness. We are one with everybody and everything. And then we are in contact with Satchidananda, which is really, it includes the Ananda in it, which is a natural joy that emerges in us when we are in touch with that state, that recognition. It's not a dull, scientific feeling. It's a deep sense of liberation and joyful energy rising. And then as we surrender to that, the energy will rise. It will rise and mature on the top of our head in whatever way it needs to. But if we try to control it and manifest, manipulate it in any way, then it really does not complete its journey up to the top of the head. So it's relatively simple, that when we talk about these still points in the chakras and in the whole chakra system, there's a still point. When you go through this gap, then you can start to feel that you are in an unlimited space, and unlimited potential exists there. And then the more you let go, the more you allow for, if you want, God's will or the will of the deeper self, Shiva, will manifest. And you can complete your journey on this earth in the most natural way and be free of this karmic web that most people live under. So I like Nisargadatta. He was a contemporary of Bhagavan Nityananda, who is the main source of our lineage. Nisargadatta says basically, you just be very simple and focus on I am. Just be in that I am state. You don't have to, take the next step and think I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that. If you add the word that, make sure you add the that with a big T, because that stands for I am the self. I am the universal aspect of me. I am not this identity. I'm not this ego. Nothing wrong with ego, but we don't want it to rule us. We want to be free of it so that we can make it the servant and the deeper self is the boss.